The following program is not meant to spread hate or lies to the people discussed in the video or to harm.
This is meant to be a story about someone that felt the need to be heard. This is completely real and unstaged.
Please do not send any hate or threats to this person that will be talking about the people in this video as for me and my co-host.
Please do not send hate or threats to the people that will be talked about in this story.
We do not have any problems with them. If you believe you're not going to like what you see
or hear, then please stop watching now. Thank you.
Shorty, I wish you well. It's crazy how love just puts us in this way that we have to change our perspective about a lot of things, you know. And I had to fix my focus, fix me, rebirth myself, and I just wish her well. You did.
Well, I believe that we are in the Brady's like in the car right now.
So sorry.
No, you're good.
And the door is opening.
Honestly, I really wanted to postpone this because I knew this was gonna happen, and we had to deal with car engines and all that other stuff. That's why I was like, should we postpone? Because I'm like, wait, what if Kayla can't come on? What if Brandy can't come on? What if I'm traveling somewhere else? Or I'm gonna be honest with everybody. I only go to two places. I stay here, or I go to my grandma's house to take care of her. And I'm planning on going around Mother's Day. So
Okay.
or like after Mother's Day, really. So
I've been hitting the road all week long.
Weekend, so
you're working on Mother's Day?
I'm working Saturday night, which is technically into Mother's Day, and then Mother's Day night. So
okay. Well, before I start off this video, there's a couple things I want to address real quick. Even though as of right now I'm currently still editing everything, I know for a fact that there's going to be a lot of hate. That's for sure. Because there's going to be people that are going to be talking about how I thought the drama from SNL was over. And then I try to not make it be like that about just...
But that's what I mean. It's not really about drama. It's just about my, like, me. Like, you know, it's not really necessarily about the drama. It's like what happened to our friendship, you know?
Yeah. That's the idea of this video. But I know some people are probably going to, like, say stuff like, oh, like, who is this girl? Like, oh, she's just nobody.
Like they did before.
Yeah, basically. I feel like people are still going to say that. People are probably saying this now as we speak. And I know for a fact that people are probably going to be thinking that I'm doing this for clout or trying to bring back something, which is not the case either, because we all agreed to do this like a while ago. We just never got the chance to pick up, which is why we're doing it now. And disregard, like, the whole SMLT or whatever I used to do back then, because I honestly can care less about that now. That's why I took down 3 videos. I kept the video of me and Brandy together because I was actually really proud of that video because I had fun doing it with Brandy. Because doing it by myself, not gonna lie, gave me anxiety. It gave me so much anxiety because I felt so uncomfortable doing it because I'm like, this doesn't feel right. I don't feel comfortable doing this, talking about these people like this because I don't know them. And like, you know, I was just making jokes here and there. Brandy and I were just joking around all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, because Brandy, I'm gonna be honest with everybody. Brandy does not watch SML. She doesn't have anything to do with SML.
Never?
No, she's never seen a single SML video. She never even heard. She's never heard of Logan. She's never heard of Chili. She's never heard of any of the crew members until.
Well, see, that's the thing. A lot of people saw me and they're like, "Oh, that's just a fan that took a picture with him," and like, you know, people are jumping to the conclusion that they were more than that. And I'm like, I would not have gotten that close to a person that, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I don't hug people like that.
Yeah.
That I just randomly met. I would, like, when I met Tom Brady, I didn't say one word. I didn't know what to say. I was totally speechless. I said nothing. Not one word. I was just like,
Oh, that's cool. You met Tom Brady? Okay, that's awesome. Wow.
Yeah, because of Logan.
Yeah, because he got them perks, honestly. Yo, if I'm just saying this now. I'm just saying this for future reference. If Brandy and I want to do this again, if any of the SML crew members, I mean, even though Brandy don't know y'all like y'all want to do an interview with us, then hit us up. Well, hit me up. Don't hit up Brandy, because Brandy ain't going.
No,
Brandy's not gonna answer you.
I won't answer.
Sorry, I don't mean to break the moment here, but Brandy and we're not doing this again. I'm just letting y'all know that now. So, sorry if y'all were expecting us to interview any of the SMO crew. Forget that. We ain't doing that. We're tired.
Yeah, we had a fan that saw the video between us actually DM Brandy or found her Instagram, I think, and she completely ignored them.
No way. That's hilarious.
Yeah, because she doesn't want any SML fans.
She doesn't want any,
She
asked me to be in a group chat. I was like, nope.
Yeah, group chat. I mean, I made one thinking if I made myself a group chat, maybe it would be a little more under control. No.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Like, sometimes I'll just go in and check on, I mean, you see it, I'll go in and check on everybody and I have no idea what's going on. And I'm like, who's yelling at who now? Like, that's not why I made this chat. Like, I feel like I have to yell at them.
I think you're an amazing person because I talk to you like whenever I can. Even though I do apologize if I do like get on your back about so much, like, hey,
no, it's fine. I don't like, what is going on? I know I'm like that too. I would never want to keep like, hey, what are you doing? Like, I get it. It's fine.
I don't like being that type of person to be on people's shoulders 24/7. But there's a point where I'm like, okay, we gotta get on top of this. We gotta get on this. And I'm like, okay, we gotta get this done.
And that's what I like about you, because you're like me.
You have to be sometimes.
Oh, thanks.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, thank you. I just feel like at this point we're just having like a normal conversation. Like, screw the even like video at this point, because I don't even know what else to ask anymore, because I feel like I've gotten like some of my questions answered. And also, not to mention, because I'm like slowly like dying from like this whole like, you know, thing that was going on. Because at first I was like I said before, I didn't want to talk about the drama in this video. I just wanted to talk about you. And even though the experience is like was like with like Logan and Chili and like everybody else, I just feel like personally, because Brandon and I, we said this before, even though I always say this because it's true, like we talk about this a lot. We felt like we wanted to like say to you that I told Brandy about the video you made about, you know, if people feel like, you know, if they don't want help, they don't want help. And I was actually really proud of you. That's why I texted you. Because the only reason why is because, well, the fact that you tried to like, you know, text him and then he didn't text you back, and I'm just like, you know, and that's why we did the whole hashtag thing from the very beginning. I don't think I covered this. That's why I'm saying this now. So that's why we said this from the very beginning, because we were like, okay, all she wants is closure. All she wants is just to talk to her friend. And then, like we mentioned in the last video, when Adriana's over here telling you to, like, you know, I thought that was like not called for, and I thought that was very disrespectful. But yeah, and so did a few other people too. That's why some people were like talking about how, oh, Adriana's this now. Oh my god, Adriana's like blah 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 whatever. And because I didn't expect that. And Duragging was like saying that she was texting me saying, I guess you see people's true colors after all when it comes to her. And like I don't even need to talk about it in a second way either, but I just thought that was kind of like
out of nowhere.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
you know, I'm the type of person that if I have an issue with somebody, I'm not gonna go. I mean, like, you know, the way she said, like, that's why I'm like, you know, I don't have to prove any of this to anybody. But for the record, here's my divorce papers, and make you look like an idiot. You know what I mean? Like, go take care of your husband and your kids. And it's like, you know, you can't talk about somebody's personal life if you have no idea what's going on. You know, like, I don't tell her why you, I mean, like, you know, the same thing that basically Chili and Tito did was move in with him and just leech off of him. Well, isn't she kind of doing the same thing with that girlfriend label or not? It's like, you're doing the same thing. Do I say, you know, why don't you just go back to Miami and strip and make your own money instead of leeching off of him? No, because, I mean, I could say a lot of things. Like, I was brought up where it was like words hurt more than hands, you know, and I unfortunately, even if like I don't mean it, I know exactly what to say to somebody to really get them. And it's a blessing and a curse. But it's like, I'm not going to take that immature route and, you know, publicly say those things. I said what I said because the person that told me, who is very close with Logan, should be very close with Logan and is not because of whatever is going on through his head right now. But this person wanted me to let everybody know, like, okay, if everybody is going to, you know, treat what he's doing now and the choices that he's making now like it's okay, they should also know this and this and this and this. And I was like, okay, because, you know, I mean, it's hard to talk about it without giving this person away, because I don't want to, it's a shame what happened and how much somebody can possibly, I don't want to say, I can't, you know, and this is the thing, it's like, I've known him for, I would say a good solid 2 years, at least. I'm not even counting this last year because it was a mess. But, you know, to know somebody so well that, I mean, you know, we never talked about anything like, you know, him filming. We didn't talk about videos. We didn't talk about YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, we talk normal, like, you know, food, places that are down in the South that I don't have up here. You know, like, we talk normal. So it was like I started, you know, when you start talking to somebody a lot, like, you start realizing what really bothers them, or like, you know, like, especially on FaceTime, you can see somebody's facial expressions when they're talking about something. You know, you can hear the change in their voice. You start really getting to know that person. So it's like, it's not like I knew him for 2 years and I would talk to him once in a while. Like, it wasn't like that. I would get random phone calls. I remember driving to work, school. I was going to school at the time, and it was an evening class, and I was going to stop and get a coffee, and my phone rang, and I'm like, why is Logan calling me? Like, usually it would be for something, or like, you know, did you call? Did I miss your call? And I just answered the phone, and he was just like, hey, and are you busy? Can you talk? Like, he was always so, like, genuine and nice. Like, it wasn't like, stay on the phone with me, you gotta talk. No, it was just like, are you sure? Like, are you okay? Like, are you sure? Is everything okay? Like, he was so genuine and like concerned about like something that he really didn't have to. So to see how much everything has changed, I mean, I can't believe that. I just can't believe that he changed this much. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like, I'm not saying that he's 100% innocent, because nobody is. No, I mean, nobody's perfect. Nobody's always innocent. That it's not going to happen. But I can't really believe that, okay, this is the person he is now. Like, he likes going to strip clubs and buying all these fancy cars, and I can't believe that this is this person that he's coming off to be. I can't, because it's like, how did 2 years you show me one side and all of a sudden you can change that well? I mean, it's like a Dateline story. I mean, I've been watching this show at night, which I probably shouldn't, and it's like, it's hard to believe that that's his personality changed so much, if that makes sense. Like, I can't get it.
Yeah, I understand. Now that just got me thinking about like this video that was like, even though it was from a play, it was also very inspiring. I'm pretty sure everybody has heard of Medea, right? Mm-hmm. So
yes.
Brandy, would you consider we're only two black women on this thing? So there's like this scene with Tyler Perry dressed up as Medea, of course, and he was talking about like friendship and how people mix up their friends they keep for a reason, or friends they have with a season. And, you know, your seasonal friends, you get those mixed up with the friends you're supposed to keep in your life. Those are the friends you're supposed to keep for a reason, meaning like whoever is like in your life now that it's like meaningful, you keep those. The ones that you know they're not going to stay or last forever, you just let those people go. So I'm saying, I'll put the link down in the description for everybody who wants to check out that clip, and I'll also send that to you, Kayla, because that just makes me like, I watch that video a lot whenever I feel like there are people in my life that I feel like, oh, I can't believe they changed. Now, I've known this person for so long, and then, you know, like once that, like, you know, you start to like develop something more, or you start to like get into the friendship a lot more, then, you know, things change, people change sometimes. Sometimes it's for the greater good, or sometimes it's not good at all. And if there's nothing you can do about it, sometimes people just like move on from it. and that's like that's more healthier than staying with somebody that doesn't want to be
and that's why it was just so that's why I kind of said I have to just stop and let it go, because if I really think about it, it just doesn't make any sense. Why, for so long would you, and then, I mean, 50,000 thoughts go through your mind, and it's like, was I really just a conquest? Was I just like a game? Like, let me see if I can get this. But I can't picture him to really be like that. I really can't. Like, no matter what, a lot of people, they think he's like the horrible one because he jumped right to Adriana because of, like, it's all stupidness. But I can't picture him to be like that. I can't, because I've seen him and I've known him off camera, no recording, no anything going on, and it's like I just stop. And when I was live with Lavelle, he had told me, like, he's like, I can't really give you the whole answer. He goes, but I can tell you that a lot of the reason why y'all stopped talking was because of that video. And I was like, okay. He goes, it was most likely Chili, because I know that she was really, really on top of him. Like, they used to take their separate cars whenever they would go somewhere, and all of a sudden they were going everywhere in the same car, and it would take both of their cars, and it got really, really hard to get in touch with him. Really hard.
Okay. I think the connection, okay, my internet connection was unstable. So you just basically said that, let me see if I got that right, because the connection got a little bit off. Wait, can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just sound like a robot a little bit.
I do?
Well, Brandy's on mute. I just noticed that.
Oh.
Whoops.
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, I had a bit of an audio connection or video connection. Am I clear right now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I had to take my headphones out apparently. So what I was saying was, okay, so you had said, can you repeat like half of what you just said? So you mentioned about the live streaming. You said because of the video.
It was mostly because of the video why we stopped talking, and then the other part was most likely Chili, because after she had come back from Tokyo, and I don't think it was only me, but whatever had gone on, she really like got on top of him. Like, he wasn't allowed to. I don't want to say he wasn't allowed, because I don't know, but I know that they used to take both of their own Lamborghinis places when they would go to like the store or something, and then all of a sudden they were always in the same car. He stopped answering phone calls, messages from everybody. It wasn't just me. I thought, because if that happened to me, I would be like, okay, all right, like it's over, it's done, whatever. But it wasn't only me. It was like, I mean, even Lance would say there were times that he wouldn't answer him back. Lavelle wouldn't answer him back. And it was always like sneaky, like, he had to sneak to make a phone call, and it was just sad. And then his grandfather passed away. It would be a year this month. I sent flowers down to, his family, and they had it posted on a table with the the same things that like Logan had gotten and Lance had gotten. And I know his mom had told me that when the flowers got down there and they were on the table and Logan and Chili walked by, she saw the card and that it was from me, and that she was just kind of like whispering to Logan. I don't know what was said, but I know that they saw the flowers, and I never really talked to him after that about that. I mean, I didn't buy the flowers, it was more of a for his family,
Aww. So even though I know we probably already covered this, I still wanted Brandy to ask this question before in the past, because that was the question we were trying to save for last. You might want to put it as past tense now, because I actually wanted you to ask this question.
What?
The question. I remember the question.
Yeah. Did you ever like love him romantically? Just like out of curiosity,
Yeah. I felt like I actually was in love with him, yeah. And I realized that it actually scared me. It was like, I remember talking to his mom when I was down in Pensacola, and I was at the hotel, and I didn't sleep at his house. I mean, we hung out there during the day, but at night, you know, I had my kids with me. I'm not going to be like, what kind of mother am I? You know what I mean? We stayed at a hotel, and I was on the phone with his mother and mom. So I think we covered this. So she was kind of like a mother figure in a way. And I told her, I said, you know, I know it's really odd because this is your son, but like, is this what love feels like? It hurts. Like, it was scary. It was exciting. It was like, it was like it was the craziest feeling I ever felt. And I can honestly say I've never felt that. And I told her that I was not leaving. I wasn't gonna, I had to tell him how I felt. And, you know, he just always kind of would tell me, you know, like, I mean, I remember my husband at the time looking at my phone, and he would see messages between me and him, and it would say, you know, Logan saying, you know, I believe we met for a reason, and there's a reason why we met, and that's why he had said for me to listen to that song, because that was exactly how he felt. I never heard that song in my life, but I put on the lyrics so I could read the lyrics to see what his message was, and I just cried the very first time I heard it, because it was just so, I'm like, he really feels like this? Seriously? Like, I couldn't believe it, but I did tell him. I did tell him how I felt. I remember the look on his face, and, you know, we were in the passenger seat. I think I said it yesterday. We were messaging back and forth, and right before he dropped me off at the airport, and it was like, you know, I sent him the message. I had to send it by message because my kids were in the back seat. It would have been really awkward having a conversation, and it was like pouring rain, so it's not like we could step out of the car. And I told him, I said, you know, I really honestly believe that I'm in love with you. And I remember him looking down at the phone, and he looked up at me, and he was just like, you know, kind of like a sad. And he wrote me back, and he wrote, I love you too. But it's like, did he understand the kind of love I was talking about? I mean, words are just words. I mean, anybody can say, I love you too, I love you too. Like, you know, and I remember saying to him, you know, that's a really strong word. And he said, I know. It was just that we were both in horrible situations at the time, and we both needed to get everything fixed. And then we promised each other that no matter what would happen, you know, in our lives, that we would always be in each other's lives. And that's why, to just all of a sudden disappear, it had me absolutely like a mess emotionally. And that's why, you know, like, sadness turns to anger, turns to sadness, turns to anger, and it's like, it's crazy emotional. But yeah, to answer your question, yes, I did love him.
I feel like I need a tissue.
It's tough. I'm like fighting it back right now, because I really, you know, I mean, it's tough. Yeah, because I don't see him like everybody does. Like, I look at him, and that's why when I was watching your video, and, you know, like, every once in a while, it just like, it hurts. It hurts. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying he's bad, and he's not a bad person. I mean, you know, he's just in a lifestyle that I'm not. You know, I don't have managers and people, you know, to pay, and I don't have a crew, and I don't have a schedule of filming and editing, because that takes a long time, as you most likely know. And, you know, I can't put blame on him. I was just kind of like, why am I not able to just get some kind of answer? And I guess I understand it was more because, you know, he was afraid of things being recorded, screenshotted, you know, especially after I messed everything up with that video. And I get it. I mean, I would feel the same way too. And, you know, we were very much alike when it came to that, like, you know, trust issues. And so, I mean, I understand. I mean, if somebody did that to me, you know, like, if he had turned around and made a video like that and all of a sudden wanted to talk to me, I would be like, no, because, you know, how do I know you're not going to record me? How do I know you're not going to screenshot this and save this and do that? So I get it. but I don't know of any other way of getting in touch with him. I don't even know how to record on my phone. I have a Samsung Galaxy. I don't have an iPhone. I don't have screen recording. So it was like, I tried to tell him that. I'm like, use a fake number. I don't know anything. I tried, but I don't even know if he read all the messages. There was like one time, I want to say it was a month ago, that I messaged him and I like literally just poured my heart out. And one night I was at work and I just messaged him like I used to. And I wrote to him, something about how my anxiety was really, really bad. And I got a response back from him and it said, mine too. And I want to cry. Like, I was like, because I said my anxiety is horrible right now. And he wrote mine too. You know what I mean? So it was like some kind of a connection, but then there was no response after that again. So it was like, did he know who I was? Like, I don't know.
If Logan was like watching this video right now, or if he was here, like, would there be anything you would have to say to him?
Oh God. If he was here, or
if he was like here right now, or if he's watching this as we speak, like, would there be anything you would say to him?
Oh boy. You're pulling on my heartstrings now.
I'm sorry.
Oh God. I can't even say it. I would just, I would say I miss you. You, hold on, sorry.
It's okay. You could take your time. Do you want to like step out for a sec?
No, I'm used to this. I would say I miss you, and I'm sorry. You're an amazing person. And I will always care about you no matter what. And thank you for everything that you've done and for being that friend. But yes, it's hard. It's really hard. And that I will always care about him. No matter what. Sorry.
No, you're good. I mean, that was good. That was really great. I just wanna, I really don't have any questions to ask you. Brandy, do you have anything to say?
I don't.
Okay. Well, I think this is probably going to be the end of this series, I believe. So I just want to say thank you, Kayla, for coming.
No, thank you, because at least I will, it can come out the way that I originally want. I should have known that she wasn't going to do it the way I wanted to, but thank you for putting this all together.
Yeah. And Brandy, thank you too for being my co-host.
And thank you too, Brandy, for being so sweet.
Of course.
She's sweet, but she bad.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. It's okay. I'm sorry. Did I make you cry too?
Knock a couple.
No, allergies. They can't see my tears.
It's tough. It sucks.
I ain't trying to rush you.
I know.
Oh my god. I blame the allergies. It's spring still. Just saying, by the time I upload this, it might be summer. My summer allergies be going out too. Just saying to let everybody know. I got that hay fever.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh.
It's tough. I'm used to this. I would do this. Like, I cry randomly all the time. My daughter already knew.
Well, I would say, go on. What? What? I thought you were about to say something. Sorry.
Oh.
Well, I think, like I said, I was just gonna wrap this up now because, well, for starters, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yesterday, I'm like messaging her. I'm like, I think my cat shut my laptop, and I heard the shut, and I was like, oh God, I'm on the toilet, can't even go back in there. Oh man. And she's like, everybody tells me when they're in the bathroom.
Yeah, everyone always has to tell me that. My dad does that, my mom does that, my sister does that, my other sister does that. I'm like, geez, yeah, I'm used to it at this point. Honestly, even my
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yep.
Well, like I said before, thank you once again for coming, and like I said, thank you to both of you. I really appreciate this, and
I thank both of you.
Yeah, I just, like I said before, the point of this was just for people to hear like your story and all that stuff. So
no hate.
Yeah.
No hate. It wasn't meant. I mean, originally it wasn't meant to be like that either, but I kind of asked for it in a way.
I don't think you did. Honestly, I feel like,
no.
Yeah, I agree with Brandy at that point. Like, I don't think you deserved it. But like I was gonna mention before, even though I'm still trying to wrap this up, like I was going to say was, if he ever does like reach out to you just to maybe apologize to you or just say something to you, he probably doesn't think he needs to apologize for anything, but that's on him. So, I'm just saying, if he does reach out to you, I mean, you have two options: either just let it go or see what he has to say. And if it's insulting,
I would see what he has to say. Of course, I would never ignore him, because we had such a connection from the day I met him, and it's hard to just say, oh well, he's an ass. Get it? Like I can't do that. You know what I mean? Like I can't. I had a connection with him from the day I met him, and I always did. So I would absolutely hear what he has to say. I mean, especially after all this, like I would talk to him, and I mean, even if he had to say, I mean, even if he said, you know what, it wasn't as serious as you're thinking, like I would still respect him. I really would, because at least you'd tell him the truth. It's like, that's all I ever asked for, was just let me know what in the world happened.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it, I guess. I hope everyone has a good day or good night, whatever time you're watching this, and see you soon, I guess. Hey, bye everybody.
A lot of people say, what if it wasn't him and it was actually Wendy, or what if it was actually somebody else? The bottom line is, it, like I had said before, it was like not, totally over the whole entire situation, but it's over and done with, and you just move on from it, If that's the quote-unquote closure that I get, then great. I'll always be, forever grateful for everything that he's done for me and for the friendship that we had while it lasted, but I'm not expecting anything from him anymore.
I just wanna be that safe place, yeah, be that safe place you can run to, be your refuge. I just wanna be that safe place. Baby, let me be that safe place when you're feeling misused and you're kinda confused. Baby, let me be that. You've been going through all your obstacles in silence. Never wanna speak, never wanna talk about the pain.